Hi, this is Karen and welcome to the first of my next lot of Christmas cards. It's been a few weeks and the video I filmed earlier today should now be up on Facebook, so I'm back to actually make a card. This one's been floating around in my head for ages, but I had to order some of this stuff. I don't have a Costco card, and at the moment we're not allowed to travel that far anyway, so I ended up having to order some on eBay. So if you want press and seal and you haven't got a Costco near and you don't know anybody with a Costco card, you can buy it on eBay. It's a little bit more expensive, I think, but at least you can get your hands on some. If you don't have any press and seal and you can't get your hands on any, you can still make this card, but it's a little bit more fiddly and you have to use washi tape because it's the only tape that you're going to be able to peel off again once you've got your card all set up. Okay, having said that, I'm going to grab out my embossing buddy. If I look a bit cack-handed today, I've actually strained my thumb, so I haven't got full mobility. You know what I mean. I can't actually use my thumb properly at the moment, and now my camera's focusing on my thumb. Just so the camera knows there's a problem. Yeah, so if I look a bit cack-handed, that's why. I can do soft things with it, but I haven't got any proper grip. Okay, so first off, I'm going to powder this 2 3/4 strip of white cardstock. It's the thin Whisper White, the layering weight Whisper White, and I just cut it into 3/4 strips because I know that that is what my stamp will fit on really well. Now, it doesn't really matter that I'm using my tainted Versamark because I am going to be colouring this with either silver or gold. I'm not sure which yet. So it doesn't matter if you can actually see some of the ink on the Whisper White. I don't know whether it's picking it up on the screen, but you can actually see it where, from my vision, in real life as it was. So you should be able to get at least 4 out of, as I said, I just put an A4 sheet of cardstock in my paper trimmer and just cut it at 2 3/4 widths. So I will have a little bit at the end here that I can use, and I'm just having a look around to see if I can find my silver or gold embossing powder, and I can. If it was any closer it would have bitten me. So let's go with gold for this one. Okay, now I don't have a sheet of paper, so just bear with me for a moment. As you can see, I'm doing this on the fly. I don't actually have a sample to show you. I'm just going to put this all over this piece so that I don't waste any of my powder. It'll filter back in nicely. I'll do it from the end that I have got a proper hold on. So we'll just do it like this. Cover it really well at the top there and just let it run down. I must have had a hair on the stamp because it hasn't done. I do have some flyaways and I'm not sure why. Okay, we'll just cover this a bit more. It's either that or my ink pad is a bit dry. Right, get rid of that. Now, I haven't got my glasses in here with me at the moment. I actually went and got a new script, and I'm waiting for my new glasses to arrive so that I can see properly, because the last few months I've just been using those cheap magnifying glasses that you get from a chemist, and they're okay, I suppose, but not when your eyesight is in the middle of two different what would they be, distances or magnifications, so it makes it a little bit difficult for me to see clearly. So just waiting for my new glasses to arrive, hopefully this week. And as I mentioned in the video earlier today, we're still not allowed to travel very far, so I still haven't gotten to see my granddaughter. Oh, and now everything's falling on me. I got halfway through making a card the other day. Okay, we're just going to heat these up now. Yeah, I got halfway through making a card the other day and lost a minute stamp. And so now I can't finish off what I was doing because I can't find that stamp anywhere. It's not on my desk, it's not on the floor, and it is so small that even with glasses on, I can't find it. So now I can't even sell the stamp set when it goes into retirement, if it hasn't already, because I'd be selling it with one stamp missing. So I'm really disappointed about that. And that was when I started getting the migraines too. I think it's from using glasses that aren't quite the best fit for me, as well as with the sinusitis. Sorry, I'm trying to see what I'm doing, and okay, they have turned out really well. I'm not overly fussed about these extra pieces of embossing powder that I wasn't able to get rid of, because we're going to die cut that part anyway. So out with my embossing buddy. I'm really upset that Stampin' Up have stopped selling this, because if you're new to stamping and you want to do embossing, you need to go elsewhere to get your embossing buddy these days, because we don't sell them. And that's a really great shame. Stampin' Up needs to bring them back, because I don't even know if Spotlight has them over here in Australia, to be honest. So we've got all 8 of those done. I will be back shortly with them all cut out. Okay, I've got those done, and this is where the press and seal comes in. I'm going to tear off some press and seal, enough to cover the front of the card. Whoops. And I'm going to pop that over the top. I moved everything. Okay. Let's try that again. Jennifer always makes this seem so much easier. If anybody watches Jennifer Maguire, you'll understand what I mean. Okay, There we go. So we've got all of those pieces in place. Now I'm going to bring in the Ornate Layers dies. I haven't used these yet, but I think they are stunning.
Why are you up there?
Now I'm going to take this piece, because I really, really like this, and I'm going to pop that in the middle. And I've just realised I need to decide what sentiment I'm going to actually use in the middle of this, so that I know what size frame to use. Now I might use that My Magic and Wonder bloom this holiday, which I do already have. Move that to the side. Move that to the side. Give them a really good press down. Any gaps that appear can be filled in with offcuts. I am making this look more cack-handed than it really needs to be. More awkward. I do apologise for that, but as I said, I'm doing this on the fly, so I've got to figure it out as we go. Okay, take some of this washi tape off, and I'm going to pop the washi tape over like that, and then I'm going to bring in my Stamp Cut and Emboss. Now you can see that's cut all the way through, which is fine. Now I have to come in with my dimensionals. Okay, I'm going to now peel off the backing on these dimensionals. I'm going to peel this off and take the pieces out. Ooh. Like so. Bring my card base back in. As you can see, it's already got my thing on the back there. And then we're going to bring this in and just press it down like so, and then we can peel the press and seal off. Now we can flip this over and then cut off the excess, and I'm going to leave the excess over here, so that any of these pieces that are sticking up, I might be able to, like this one, pop that in like that, and then I'm going to come in and trim along here. You know how you have ideas for cards in your head and you think, yeah, that'll go really well. I don't even need to think about that. I know it's going to go well. And then when you put it together, it doesn't. That's how I'm feeling at the moment. Okay, so I'll get rid of that. And as you can see, I've put that on cockeyed. Never mind, we will find a way around that. I'm going to bring the Ornate Layers back in. and that one's probably going to be a little bit, no, that would actually be just about right. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my mirrored card, or my gold foil. Trim this end off and this end, because you never know when you're going to need a thin bit. Pop that to the side. Okay, so we're back and we've got these two ready. Now I have to find a rectangle that will fit perfectly in there. Back in with our card, and as you can see, that will sit really nicely in the center there, as if it was made for it, and then that will sit really nicely on top of there. So now all we need to do is bring in the stamp that has the words that I want to use. May magic and wonder bloom this holiday. So back in with our magic embossing buddy. And now I'm going to bring in some more, whoops, dimensionals. They really don't like me at the moment. I'm having no end of problems with them. And because this card stock has buckled, I'm going to slather the back with dimensionals and peel off all of the my daughter laughing in the background again. Pull off all the backing. There we go, and then I'm going to pop that smack dab in the middle. That I just love the frame. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, and then that's going to sit there really nicely. Bring this back over, and by the magic of layering, you wouldn't know that I stuffed up the top of that, or I stuffed that bit up, because now it's sitting so nicely. Oh, I don't know whether I trust myself to do any more of these on the flies. That's sitting really crooked. I don't know what's going on there, but that's sitting, can you see that on there? I don't know why, but top and bottom, it's sitting really crooked. I think it's because that top part warped so badly. I might actually stick another dimensional under there. Look, I really don't think anybody would care, because I think most people would just be grateful that that they've gotten a Christmas card. I make all these lovely Christmas cards, then forget to send them out. So I think people would just be grateful they actually got a Christmas card, that they wouldn't notice how badly I stuffed up on that. Oh, it's going in and out of focus. Okay. I hope you've enjoyed today's card. If you're going to give it a go, learn from the mistakes I've made on this and do it better. Okay, that's enough from me. I will see you again on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.